Hello, my name is Chevalier. Welcome back to another episode of Scandinavian Superpower in Vicky 2. And in previous episode we did declare yet another war against Denmark. Unfortunately, because it's either through Holstein or Hanover that joined the battle that we were then forced to fight Prussians as well. So I called in Russia. So things kind of escalated, to be sure. Is there actually any other units that we could recruit in here? I'd like to get an engineer. But it would have to be in Yeland or something like that to join the smaller army here. Just so that it could do some sieging, but right now I don't think that's going to be a possibility. And this army just waiting here for the Prussian fleet to either vacate the area or something. How strong are these fleet? No, they still need a lot of repair. Okay. But we'll move this one back to Malmö, I think. But unfortunately, it kind of looks like the Prussian army is quite strong. Although the Russians are getting some victories here and there, or in the north right now, but other than that, it's not going all that strong for Russia quite yet. Although the Prussian fleet is now down to 6 ships. They've been taking so heavy casualties that I don't think... Oh, and there's more Russian ships arriving. Excellent. I might even send my ships in there again. Oh, never mind. Right, so you can start moving in. I think we just sank the entire fleet. Don't know if they're just gonna go... It's a bit of a brave thing to do. I'm gonna check if they got any fleet in here. No, they don't. Okay, so we can just park the fleet there. No, we can't repair the ships there, but that's something that we can just do later. And it looks like the Russians are actually doing alright in the combats in here for the most part. I mean, they got a little bit less troops, but they are reinforcing... Oh! Oh, wow. Oh no, they got beaten back. Okay. Oh, there's a Prussian army, actually. Okay, but the Russians are bringing in more troops westwards from central Russia. So that should be fine. Now, we don't have a lot of transports quite yet. I wonder, actually, if we have a look at the navies. The steam transport has a speed of 9. Clipper has 8. But Clippers we can build anywhere. Whereas the common raiders we need naval port level 1 or greater. Oh, actually, well, steam transport. But yeah, actually the common raiders have a massive speed now. 11, and we can probably increase that even further. I think what we might want to do is then build another Commerce Raider, maybe in Karlskrona. Just in case. Okay. Let's have a look at the... Oh, Holstein now grants military access to Russian Empire. Pretty sure that it doesn't... No, it doesn't factor that in. Oh, so we drop to level or number 12 on the Great Powers list. We were just about to be on number 10. Oh, Italy formed. Oh, well, that would make sense. Oh yeah, it is quite strong. Yep, okay. Now, I wonder if we can beat down Prussia enough. Oh, education for women. Yeah, I think we can support that. If they're right. So the Russians are slowly seizing down lands, but at the same time, the Prussian army is really strong. Although now it looks like we are going to beat them back here. Although the artillery is in the front row, that's not good. Oh, and the Prussians got another smaller sieging army there. Have they missed that wipe this one? I certainly hope they do. The more and more they, you know, do damage on the enemy, the better for us. Now, how much does Hanover have troops? 0. Oh. Okay. So I could potentially... Well, yeah, I can't get through Holstein, unfortunately. They are in the Prussian sphere. So, well, Hanover is actually just allied to Prussia, interestingly enough. But it must have been Holstein. Oh, I can add a war goal. Now, how much would it cost us to take states? For example, the East Hanover. That would be 11. That would take us over 20. Okay. That would take us over 25, so that's not a good idea. What about puppeteering? That would be just 10. It costs 85. That's a bit too much then. How much would the East Hanover? That's only 16 war score. But yeah, no, we'll wait for the infamy to drop down. I have a feeling that this war is not going to end anytime soon. Then we could technically demand these two over here. So we get a bit more of Germany. I mean, it would be just more livestock, to be fair. So it's not that massive boost. Oh, Denmark is demobilizing. Denmark is really weak now. I mean, we've taken most of it. They got some islands and then Iceland and Greenland, which technically are islands as well. Oh. Yeah, Prussians are strong still over here, but I'm just letting the Russians do the work right now. I'm doing some blockading, which hopefully is helping with the war score. Actually, we do have a little bit. Yep, attacker blockades 4.45. It's not too bad. Oh, we're going to get the semi-automation of factories. Stock exchange. RGO output increased by... Oh, and militancy goes down. So, extra 5% of resources and... Oh, there we go, we got the tech. Now I think it's time to get some military stuff. Now, do we go for the statistics? Army management, that would increase the speed of the units. Also morale and tactics. I'm kind of tempted to take that one here. Although the extra morale, or organization rather, wouldn't be bad either. That would increase the supply consumption. I'll take the army risk management right now. We can get others later, I reckon. And Russia is just discrediting everyone. Oh, hold on a minute. Who are the great powers right now? So Japan is one, Bavaria is the one. I reckon that Italy will probably be taking a slot in there soon enough. As soon as they get their industry up and running. So how the Prussians status quo. Okay. Letter campaign. Liberal upper house or consciousness and okay. I'll go for the liberal and upper house. That means that we can do the secret ballots. I feel like that is going to be fine. Okay, so we got 3 armies total. We could technically get a bit more troops now. We got that one transport that oh, actually Prussians are now building, that's transport. And Russians have actually seized down a lot of land in here. So they are getting the upper hand here. Oh, that's another battle. How much troops do the Prussians have now? They've still got 46 brigades, which is a lot more than we'd have. It's twice the army that Sweden has, but at the same time, they are fighting quite desperately in here in East Prussia. They've actually lost... Oh! Okay, well, that is the end of the war then. It looks like East Prussia was given to Russia. I was kind of hoping you'd get a bit more of that, but at the same time, reducing the infamy is probably better. You know, just in case. So do I still have a truce with Holstein? I do. Until 79, okay. But you know, I'd like to get this to combine the lands in there. Oh, steel production increases. Excellent. Can I actually justify a war and got truce? Oh no, I cannot. But overall, I'd say that was a fairly decent war. We got a little bit more land. Prussia got weakened a little bit. They lost a lot of armies, I reckon. They're down to 13 regiments now. Oh. Of course, they can mobilize quite a bit if they so desire. So that's something to keep in mind for sure, but I think we need to start building up a bit more commerce raiders. That seems to be the best unit that we currently have. One in Lübeck and another one in Drammen, I think. Now, that is not going to increase the military power that we have at all. Also, another thing that I suppose I could do is I could build the engineer. Göteborg will do, maybe, or Karlskrona will do. Just so that we can get an engineer to do the small army here. Oh. Trying techniques. Tea, coffee, and opium production. Well, I don't produce any of those. We are building liquor distillery in Svealand and clipper shipyard in Jutland. Oh. Although I'm not entirely sure how good the clipper shipyard is going to be at this point. I think the price of that is going down quite drastically. I'm sure that we can still make a profit out of it. It's just not quite as much as one might hope it would be. Now, is there still a lot of railroad construction? Yeah, there's a lot of it. Factory output tech. Oh, factory output goes up. Just investing a little bit on the railways here. We got still 90,000. Artillery factory is going to get its money slowly but surely. Well, they are building it in Holstein actually. Now we do get a bit more of Holstein, so that kind of makes sense. We could probably speed up to speed 4 again, because there's not that much going on. Although the election season has started. And how bad is the leisure campaign? It's going to be more and more liberal, which does mean that our military is not necessarily going to be quite as strong anymore. Soon enough. But yeah, if we can get some commerce raiders, those will actually do fairly well against the capital ships, but we don't get the points from those, unfortunately. Steel production output, excellent. How much of the world's steel production are we responsible for? 7%, okay. Timber is less than 4%, ammunition is 2%. Oh, I think we'll go with limited citizenship. Right, then there was another thing. Oh wow, we're actually producing a fair bit of liquor, but once we get the liquor factory, that's going to increase the amount of production on there quite a bit. Russia discredited UK in Holstein, Netherlands in Nassau, Netherlands in Anhalt, France in Bremen. Okay. Now we got this one, we can transport it over to Aarhus now. We're still getting the 2 commerce raiders and risk management. Morale goes up even higher. So how good is the... Well, the morale is actually different from the organization. The question is, does it actually tell me the morale anywhere? Not directly. Right, oh, crap. When did I get the research? How much points do we have saved in there then? I know that it does save some of the points. 1200, okay. So it's been for a while there. Right, free trade, protectionism, we'll go with the mid option there. And let's get the research going on right now. So we got that one done, let's get some in the commerce here. Tax, permanent prestige, admin efficiency, tax efficiency, factory costs. I think that actually sounds quite nice. It should go quite quickly at the start here. It's using 100 points per day to go through the whatever buffer we had there, and then it slows down a little bit. Suffragette movement. If only they were liberal. Okay, yeah, I have a feeling that we are going to have the technical expedition. Okay, you want another £100? That can be arranged. Is there... Oh, there we go. Alternate plan, so the armies are now faster. Election finished. Conservatives are still the biggest, technically speaking. Apparently. Right, so decisions. Is there... Oh, women's suffrage. Invented social science and revolution, counter-revolution. Guessing that's social science. So we have to go through there. Slowly dropping to infamy at least. Now the question is, who, if we're going to declare war, who would that be? I mean, other than Denmark and Holstein. Mecklenburg maybe, but they are allied with Prussia again. Prussia is way too strong for us. And we've got a truce with them. On the other hand, if we got a truce with them, they might not be able to help us. Or help them, rather. We get a bit of Pomerania then. We got the distillery at Stockholm now. That's probably going to be making a lot of money. Also, our industrial power is now pretty high. But we are slowly dropping in the rankings here. At least kind of feels like that way. I actually wonder, now that we have to look at the Navy stats a little bit, what is the survivability? So you got 5 hull, you got 1 attack, final range of 40. So you actually got a much higher hull, but it does weigh as 2 for the supply. So we might actually want to build more of these. Well, let's get, I don't know, Trondheim, Bordeaux, Bergen. We'll get up to 5 transports again, so that we can transport our fleet a little bit faster. Right, so are we building 3 factories right now? A steel factory in Jylland. Oh. Bavaria's decided to join the current side on the side of France. Gambia. UK versus France. Bavaria's backing France. Oh. Interesting. Oh. Let's learn that any province that is capable will get 1 level railroad. Sure. That sounds good. So there's France and Bavaria versus Prussia and UK. That would be a first to see in this run, to have both Prussia and UK fight on the same side if that crisis happens. Netherlands and Russia have not taken side yet. Oil output, okay. Well, we don't produce any oil. That would be quite useful. Oh, right, we got another ship done. Is that? Yeah, it's in Trondheim. Let's actually get these in Aalborg right now. It's a bit more central location. Organization goes up. Excellent. So did we actually get a factory in here? We do have 1 factory in Westlanda, and what is that one? It's the small arms factory. Oh, that's actually not bad. Yeah, I knew that we are producing a little bit, I didn't know where exactly it's being produced. Do you have a lot of unemployed? We've got some unemployed in Jylland. We're gonna get the steel factory there soon enough. Jutland could, well, they are gonna get the clipper shipyard. Looks like the canned food is also okay money maker. Well, at least it's kind of making money. Clothing is actually making a massive amount of money. I might want to increase the level of that one. Sure enough, it's going to cost a little bit, but it's going to be a lot of money. Also, combine some of these fleets. I believe we still got that one and that one. That we can send in there. That should help a fair bit. Tax efficiency goes up. Right, let's go ahead and get some more Navy stuff then. The build time might be nice. Or we could get the Raider Crew Doctrine to get the max level naval base higher. That would also increase the Navy max speed a little bit and attacks. Or if we go for Iron Steamers, we can get the Commerce Raider stuff up. That would also make them faster. Or every ship faster, but you know, that is actually quite good. And now our... Ooh. Looks like not everyone from the poor are getting their needs met up, so I'm just going to lower the taxes to 65% and middle tax to 70%. And reach maybe to 75. I mean, more and more of our income is just getting from trade that we get. Also, we got pretty darn good... well, I was about to say we got pretty darn good income. Oh, Russia and Bavaria are backing France. Netherlands and Prussia are backing UK. I think we have ourselves a first proper war on the grand scale. Oh, and what rebellion is that? Scandinavian pan-nationalist. Okay. Speaking of Scandinavia, oh, crisis temperature 76. Oh, that is quite strong. So Russia is fighting against Kokand, and UK is fighting against Burma. Japan is a great power, Bavaria is great. So Belgium is no longer a great power. How high on the list are we? We are number 12, and we got 5 points less than Belgium. Just gonna try to get into Brigade Flowers list, but it might be a bit difficult. We don't have a massive population and all that, so that is certainly hindering us quite a bit. Although, okay, we're at 3.5 points. Alright, we do have a very population that is not of our own culture. Crisis temperature 93, 94, 95. Going up and up. Alright, we can combine the fleets there. International crisis. So, show walls. Colonial war for Gambia, okay. So you got 2 goals there, you got 1 goal. Now to be fair, this might be an excellent chance to do a bit of fighting against the Prussian sphere over here. We still should have the truce with Prussia, right? We do, but it can be broken if they end up in a war. Can I ask a military access from you? They would not accept. Okay, so not really then. I could transport troops into Lübeck. Actually, let's get a... maybe a Hussar or a Dragoon? See, you got a bit higher attacks. Hussars have a higher maneuver. Right, let's recruit 1 in there. Then we can get a 5 or half an army in here already. It's not going to have any cannons or anything like that, but we will have the reconnaissance. Russia is mobilizing. Yeah, Prussia will have a little bit of fun time at first there, I reckon. Oh, Netherlands wants to go through my territory. You know what? I will allow that. And also Netherlands. I'm going to improve relations with you. Just in case. I know that you are fighting against France and Russia and Bavaria. Oh, and it looks like UK has done a landing into France, but France has then taken something from, or Middelburg from Netherlands already. So it's going to be quite dicey in there, actually. Ooh. Right, that reminds me, how big of a navy do the Germans have here? I don't think I've seen it yet. I know that UK has quite large fleet here, but oh, morale goes up, excellent. Don't see any Prussian fleet. Okay. Let's get this army to Aarhus. We're going to move you over there. We're going to split this army in half in a little bit to get then transport into Lübeck. Then we're going to start making a claim on Mecklenburg, perhaps. Maybe we should start that already. Justify war, conquests. 22! Oh, wow. What about making puppet? That would be 10. That might be the safer option, quite frankly. Because we're making puppet, then we don't need to worry about some of the things anyway. On the other hand, who else could I try to do? Like Hamburg, maybe? If we were to conquest, that would be still 22 at max. No, it's not necessarily going to be quite as much. You know what? Saxony, Lietmond, and Prussia. Now, Prussia does have quite a massive army again. But they are going to be quite busy with Russia, I reckon. Although Russia is actually getting their ass handed to them right now in the early battles here, because they don't have all their troops in the west yet. Once they do arrive there, it's going to be quite different. Well, Iron Steamer is completed. Excellent. Right, let's go ahead and get some more army stuff, maybe. We'll get the organization up now. Although, let's actually have a quick look. How good is the organization? 56? Okay. It could be better. It could be certainly a lot worse as well. Now, where is the unit that we're jumping? It should be down... there. Let's get the ships in there. The question is, how long is that war going to last? I don't know, actually. I'm going to justify war against Mecklenburg. Or I could prepare for another war against Denmark, although Denmark is going to have a lot more troops, but that would take another 2 years. That would bring Holstein and Hanover, and probably Prussia again. Choices. Although, if we were to take Mecklenburg as a vassal or something, we would at least have a path to walk around into Hanover, if we can just land in troops there. So that is something to keep in mind. But it would actually appear that we are at the end of this episode. So, if you enjoyed this, please like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. Also check out the links down below in the description. But other than that, thank you very much for watching. Until next time, bye bye.